Thank you for joining me for another workout session. This week I have for you a full body workout using only body weight. If you have a yoga mat, keep one handy, otherwise a carpeted area will be just great for the floor work later on in the workout. We are going to start off on our feet, taking a deep inhale, reaching those arms up, and exhale, reaching the arms to the furthest point. Again, deep inhale and exhale. Let's start to bend the knees a bit. Inhale, reach those arms up, and exhale. On the next inhale, you're going to reach up nice and high, and then exhale into a tabletop, reaching those arms and the head as far as you can, and then dip down and roll up through the spine until you are standing. Push your weight into the toes so that you can feel the muscles at the back of the legs starting to work. Let's do that again, but this time hold into that tabletop position. Stay parallel to the ground as you slightly move over to one side and then over to the other. As we lower to the ground, keep that back straight as you reach the arms to the furthest point that you can before rolling up, working your way through each vertebra. Now step out to the side into a squat and then back in and over to the other side. Excellent. Reach those arms. And as this is still the warm-up, don't feel you need to go all the way down. You're just warming up the muscles in the legs. All right, one more. And now as you step over to that first side, let's pulse down for 3, 2, 1, and up. Other side. 3, 2, 1, and up. As you continue here, focus on keeping those knees in line with your middle toe, and as always, hold those tummies in. All right, we're going to sit the hips back into another squat, pushing the weight into the heels. Exhale, squat, and as we inhale, reach those arms up. We have 2 more. Excellent. We're going to come into a balance, so reach those arms out to the side while you bring one knee up towards your nose. We're pulsing up, pull the belly button in towards the spine and grow out of the leg that you are standing on. Continue pulsing that knee up as you take it over to the side and then hold to the side for 8 pulses. If you struggle with balance, keep your eyes really focused on a point that's not moving. Make sure you are pulling that tummy in nice and tight and growing tall. Hold here for 8 more pulses in the front. And good job. Inhale, reach those arms up, and let's go over to the other side. So again, pull out of the leg that you're standing on. Reach those arms, grow up tall as you continue to pulse that knee up towards the sky. Take it out to the side, grow tall. Excellent job. We're going to bring that knee back to the front and hold for a few more pulses in the front. Perfect. Take a deep inhale. And then step your feet out into a second position, so we can go into a second plie or a squat. Hands come up behind the head, and you're going to bring your elbow down towards your knee. Now, a few things for you to focus on here. First of all, knees should be in line with your middle toe. Also, keep the legs absolutely still and no bobbing up and down. Last one. And then reach that hand down towards the ankle and other side. Squeeze that muscle between the hip and the ribs and reach as low down as you can without moving the legs or the hips. Here's your last one, and then we're going to pulse down for 3, 3, 2, 1, and up other side. And then just one more on each side. And let's stretch out the legs. Deep inhale, reach it up. And exhale. Inhale again. This time take it deeper. And let's do one more. Great job. All right, let's bring those feet together, bringing the toe, heel. And let's turn to the side into a lunge position. So one foot in front of the other. Make sure that your feet are wide and parallel. And as you bend, that back knee should point directly down to the ground. All right, here we go. So we've got 8 single lunges. Hold those tummies tight, grow up tall. And on your last one, you're going to hold it. Hold it there, absolutely still. Oh, good job, and come on up. Right, we're going to increase the challenge, so you can either continue as you were or lift the heel of that front foot. And on the next 4, we're going to add an arm. So let's bend and lift up on the up. Good. You've got 2 more. And then hold it again. Get down nice and low. I know it's hard, but keep going. And good job. All right, let's change legs. So we're going to start with a flat front foot, feet nice and wide and parallel, and again focus on that back knee pointing down towards the ground. Here we go, 8 single lunges. And you've got 4 more. Let's hold it. So come on down and hold. Make sure that your front knee is not going past the toe. And come up. All right, let's increase the challenge, lifting up the heel and single lunges. You've got 8 singles again. And always remember, you don't have to increase the challenge. You can stay at that first level, adding the arms. And here's your last one. All right, let's go down and hold that position. Again, you want to get down nice and low. And then bring it up. Deep inhale and bring those feet together. We're going to come down onto the ground. So grab a mat if you don't already have one and push pause at any time. We're going to start with the abs. So if this is difficult for you, you can use the arms like this. You can also hold onto the legs if you need to, or if you are ready, you can keep those arms out front. We're going to roll it down halfway and then come on up. So pull that belly button in towards the spine as you roll down towards the mat and then come up. It really helps to use your breath in these exercises. So exhale as you come down and inhale as you come up. You can also try and go a little bit lower each time you roll down. And one more after this one. And now just roll all the way down until you're flat on the ground. Bring one knee into the chest, extend the other leg, and then extend the top leg up. Pull the shoulder blades off the ground, pulling that belly button in towards the spine. You're going to pulse that leg towards you for 2 pulses and then swap in a scissor kick. Also keep those feet flexed and try and keep those shoulder blades as high off the ground as you can. And then bring those knees into the chest, give them a tight squeeze, and then relax back down onto your mat. We're going to do Pilates 100, and here are your options for your legs. Each of these options is a little bit harder. So you're going to be pulsing your arms, so exhale, lifting the chest and shoulder blades off the ground, and pulse those arms. You're going to breathe in for 5 pulses and exhale for 5 pulses. Make sure your belly button is in towards the spine, that you do not hold your breath, and that your arms remain firm and strong in that movement. You also don't want to be pulsing your upper body, so that contraction needs to remain in place for the full Pilates 100 pulses. You're nearly there. And 10 more. And squeeze those knees in. You'll be happy to know that we are now moving on to our legs. So roll over onto your side. Get comfortable and support your head with your one arm. You're going to extend that underneath leg, and then as you squeeze that inner thigh and pull it up, you want to make sure that your toe is not pointed out like that, but actually in. Pulse it up for 8 pulses. Really feel that inner thigh muscle squeezing, and then you're going to hold it for 8 counts. Again, let's pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it and squeeze. Really get it as high up as you can get it. And one more time, you're going to pulse it up and then squeeze it up and hold in place. Great job. Let's swap legs. So the top leg is going to be pointed down, and you're going to make tiny little circles, making sure that the circle is actually being made from that hip joint. Now let's do 8 circles in the other direction. You're now going to keep that toe pointing down and lift it up as high as you can and pulse it up for 8 counts. Make sure that the hips don't rock and hold it there. Lift it as high as you can. And again, we're going to pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze it up. Make sure your hips are stacked on top of each other and that there's no rocking forward and back as you're working on the legs. Here's your last hold. Your next exercise, lower the leg until it's parallel to the ground and bring the knee into the chest and then extend the leg out. We're doing 8 of these in total. This is number 4. Make sure your hips are not rocking at all and your tummies are being held nice and tight. 2 more. On your next one, you're going to bend, extend that leg forward, bend and extend down. So again, you're keeping that leg completely parallel to the ground. By extending it forward, you are increasing the intensity of this exercise. So you're going to have to really think about those hips and not rocking backwards and forwards. You have 4 more on this leg. And your last 2, and then you're done on this side and we can go over to the other side. Excellent. Give it a little bit of a pat and then take yourself over to the other side. So we're going to start with that inner thigh. So again, get comfortable and support your head with your hand. Lower leg is extended and you're going to squeeze that leg up and pulsing. Remember, try and turn that toe in as much as possible. And we're going to hold in that highest position. Feel that inner thigh burning and pulse up again for 8. Squeeze it up and hold. You've got 1 more set. Pulse up for 8. And then you're going to squeeze and hold it for 8 counts. Good. All right, let's swap legs. Extend that top leg. Again, point that toe in. Stack the hips. And let's do those tiny, tiny circles. So you're doing 8 in one direction, and then you're going to change direction. Take that leg as high as you can and pulsing up. Make sure to keep that toe pointing forward or slightly down, and then get to your highest point and squeeze. Hold it there. Pulse up again for 8. And hold at that highest point. You have 1 more set. And squeeze and hold. Excellent job. You're going to bring your leg down so it's parallel and then bring the knee to the chest and extend out. Again. You have 6 more. Remember to keep your leg completely parallel to the ground and to avoid any rocking. All right, get ready to extend the leg forward. Bring it in and extend down. Excellent job. You have 6 more. All right, you're nearly there. Only 4 more to go. Make sure you're breathing. I know a lot of people like to hold their breath when they exercise, but your muscles need the oxygen, so make sure you're not holding the breath. And then relax and come over onto your knees. We're going to do a push-up variation. So 16 push-ups. Take the hands slightly forward and extend the one leg to the back. Hold the tummy tight as you bring your chest all the way down to the ground. After your first 8, we'll take a break and then you can change legs. 4 more. Excellent. Bring that knee down and then change over to the other side. Squeeze that glute, and again you're aiming to bring the chest all the way down to the ground, so don't let the head dip down with each bend. All the work should be in the chest and the arms. Then we're going to push our hips back into a child's pose. And then let's get ready for our stretch, which is a very important part of the workout. So bring those legs out in front of you and roll all the way down to the ground. So we start by bringing one knee into the chest, really pull it in as tight as you can, and then extend that leg up to the ceiling. Keep the toe pointed and pull the leg towards your face. Flex the foot. And then we're going to bring our toe in towards the center. Take your left hand to the outside of your right ankle and pull the leg across the body. Your left knee should also be trying to cross the body in the opposite direction. This stretch, you should feel all the way from your ankle into your hip. We're now going to take our leg open. So use the elbow on the ground to help support the leg if you need to, or if you've got that flexibility, use your hand on the inside of the leg to help take that stretch wider. And come back in. Cross your right ankle over your knee. Feel that stretch in your hip before we go into the next stretch, which is threading the arms through the leg. And then pulling that left thigh towards you. Keep both feet flexed, and this should take the stretch into that glute muscle as well as your hip. And release. We're going to bring that left knee into the chest, pull it in nice and tight, and try and keep the knee there for when you extend the leg. Toe is pointed, and then keep that leg as close to your face as you can, and then flex the foot. We're going to bring that toe in towards your center as we pull the leg across the body, and the leg on the floor is also going to be crossing to the opposite side. Let's stretch out that inner thigh by taking the leg open. Again, remember you can support that leg by placing your elbow on the ground and keeping both hips down onto the mat. Good. Cross that ankle over your knee, push the knee open and hold this stretch first. And then thread the arms through the legs, grab hold of the thigh and pull the legs towards you. We like to hold stretches, especially when our bodies are warm. This will help with the increase of flexibility, but also just getting all those tight muscles to relax. Good. Come up onto your bottom, bring the soles of the feet together, and then push those knees wide. Try and bring your head down towards your feet. You can even use your elbows to help push the knees wider. We're going to come onto our stomachs, so roll those legs behind you and bring one foot up towards your bottom. Now, if you've got that flexibility, push the pelvis into the ground and lift the knee off the floor. You can also push your foot into your hand to increase that stretch. Other leg. You should feel this stretch in your quad, which is the muscle in the front of your thigh. Now come up onto your knees and inhale as you lift the chest up, and as you exhale, lift the belly button up and stretch out the back. Sit your hips back down onto your feet. Take your arms around to your back, grab the hands and reach down towards your feet as you open up the chest. Well done for completing today's workout. I hope you'll visit me again soon for my weekly workouts.